Imagine this. Someone disrespects you, cuts you down with their words, or dismisses your ideas. What's your first reaction? Do you fire back with the same energy, or do you hold your ground, knowing that how you respond defines who you are, not what they say? Today, we're going to talk about how to handle disrespect, not by lowering yourself to their level, but by rising above it with power, clarity, and confidence. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get one thing straight. You were not created to shrink in rooms where people refuse to see your value. You were made to rise, to lead, and to shine, even if others can't handle your light. So what do you do when people try to dim that light? When they talk down to you, ignore your ideas, mock your progress, or try to reduce your worth? Let me give you 5 powerful ways to handle people who don't respect you. 1. Don't match their energy. Master your own. The first mistake people make is trying to clap back or go toe-to-toe with disrespect. Don't do it. When you match a fool's energy, you validate their nonsense. You're not here to react. You're here to respond, with intention. Walk in self-control. That's real power. Keep your tone, keep your peace, and remember, you don't have to attend every argument you're invited to. 2. Set boundaries with boldness, not bitterness. Some folks will only go as far as you let them. If they disrespect you once and you let it slide, they'll keep skating. So what do? You draw the line. You speak with clarity. You say, I don't accept being spoken to like that. Let's have a respectful conversation or none at all. That's not arrogance, that's emotional hygiene. 3. Don't internalize the insult. Let me tell you something. Just because someone calls you trash doesn't mean you belong in the bin. People can throw labels, shade, or lies, but none of that sticks unless you pick it up and wear it. You've got to know who you are so deeply that no one else's opinion can shake you. Remind yourself, their opinion is not my identity. 4. Let success be the clap back. If someone disrespects you, don't argue. Don't prove. Don't explain. Just win. Because nothing frustrates a small-minded person more than seeing someone they look down on rise up and level up without their approval. Success silences nonsense. Let your actions speak louder than their insults. 5. Know when to walk away. This one is crucial. There are people who will never respect you, not because you lack value, but because they can't handle your presence. And if you keep staying where you're tolerated but not celebrated, you'll start shrinking to fit into places you've outgrown. Walk away, not in anger, but in wisdom. You don't need to burn bridges. Just stop crossing them. When someone disrespects you, the natural impulse is to fire back, to match their tone, their sarcasm, their energy. But that's exactly what you shouldn't do. Matching their energy pulls you down to their level, and now you're not in control anymore. You're reacting. When you react emotionally, you hand them the remote control to your peace. They push a button, and you respond. That's not power. That's slavery to emotion. The key is to master your own energy, not mirror theirs. Disrespect is often bait. It's a trap to lure you into acting out of character so they can justify their low opinion of you. But when you maintain your poise, you shift the power dynamic. You send a message that you're not easily shaken, not easily moved. You make it clear that your confidence doesn't depend on their approval. Think about it. A calm person in the middle of chaos always stands out. While they're raising their voice, you lower your tone. While they're making it personal, you keep it professional. That contrast exposes the truth. It shows who's in control and who's not, and people will notice. That self-discipline earns quiet respect, even from those who don't want to give it. Controlling your energy isn't weakness, it's strength with a steering wheel. It's knowing you can respond with force but choosing strategy instead. It's not about being passive or silent, it's about being intentional. You decide when to speak, how to speak, and whether it's even worth it to speak at all. Mastering your energy means recognizing that not every situation deserves your fire. Some just need your focus. And in doing that, you elevate yourself above the noise. You stop playing checkers with people who don't even know there's a chessboard. People will often treat you the way you allow them to. If someone disrespects you and you stay silent, hoping things will change, you're actually training them to believe their behavior is acceptable. That's why setting boundaries isn't just important, it's necessary. Boundaries are not walls to push people away. They are doors with locks that let you decide who enters and how they treat you once they're inside. It's not about being aggressive or loud. It's about being clear, firm, and consistent with what you will and won't tolerate. You don't need to yell to draw a line. Calm, clear words backed by action are far more powerful than anger. When someone crosses the line, you say, "That's not okay with me," or "We can talk, but not like this." You don't threaten, and you don't beg. You state the boundary and stand behind it. If they cross it again, you don't repeat yourself, you show them through action. Maybe that means limiting contact. Maybe it means ending the conversation or walking away. But your boundary is only as strong as your willingness to enforce it. The truth is, people who respect you will adjust when you set boundaries. People who don't respect you will get offended. That's how you know who's who. And you're not responsible for their reaction. You're responsible for your peace. Boundaries also protect your time, your energy, and your self-worth. They help you stay in alignment with your values, rather than being pulled into emotional chaos. By setting boundaries, you send a message to others and to yourself that you value your well-being and you're willing to protect it. It's not about pushing people out, it's about lifting yourself up to a place where only mutual respect can reach you. When someone disrespects you, it's easy to internalize their words and let them shape your perception of yourself. But that's a dangerous path to take. The reality is that their disrespect has more to do with them than it does with you. It's a reflection of their issues, not a statement about your worth. If you start believing that their opinion defines who you are, you give them the power to control how you feel about yourself. This is where emotional detachment comes in. You have to separate your sense of self from the negativity they throw your way. Think about it. Just because someone calls you a name or tries to belittle you doesn't mean it's true. Their opinion is shaped by their own biases, insecurities, or even their limited understanding of who you are. But if you take it to heart, you end up wearing their negativity as if it's a part of your identity. You give them the permission to chip away at your self-esteem. This is where the power of mindset comes in. Their words don't have to stick. One way to practice this detachment is by reminding yourself that you define you, not others. Every time someone tries to disrespect you, remind yourself that you are secure in your own identity. That means not letting others' judgments or opinions shift your internal compass. Reaffirm your value. Recognize your strengths. When you make this a habit, their words lose their weight. In fact, they start to sound empty because you know the truth about who you are. It's about building a mental shield that allows you to hear disrespect without internalizing it, keeping your peace and maintaining your integrity no matter how others act. In conclusion, handling people who don't respect you is not about reacting in anger or sinking to their level. It's about mastering your own energy, setting clear boundaries, and maintaining a strong sense of self-worth. Remember, disrespect is often a reflection of the other person's issues, not a statement about your value. When you choose not to internalize their negativity and instead respond with calm strength and clarity, you take control of the situation. Let your actions and boundaries speak louder than their words. Ultimately, handling disrespect is about protecting your peace, standing firm in your worth, and choosing not to let others dictate your emotional state. You are the one who defines your value, and once you realize that, no one's disrespect can shake your foundation.